But ladies and gentlemen, you already know what we're gonna do tonight. And if you don't know, I want you to understand something. You are now tuned in to All Star Izzy's channel. Alright? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this conversation going. I want to say thank you for being patient. Thank you for being here tonight. If you are in a building, say hello. Say hello. Don't be afraid. I want you to say hello, okay? Because it's not just about me. It's about us. My name is All Star Izzy, and I'm ready to have a conversation with you. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Dark Warrior, I see you in the building. My apologies. What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the building, say hello. You want to join in tonight? Let me ask you, Dark Warrior, how old are you, bro? But regardless, great to see everybody. What is going on? Say hello. Don't be afraid. Alright? Say what's going on. Say what's on your mind. You're 13. Nah, bro, I'm sorry. You must be over 18 plus to have a conversation. At least for the things that I'm going to be talking about tonight. Potentially in the future, I would do a live where you can be of general age and you can come and have a conversation, okay? It's okay. But I do want to say thank you, sir. I do want to say thank you. What you gonna be talking about tonight specifically, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in. By the way, my name is All Star Izzy. But tonight, what I'm gonna be talking about is first date tips. Kiki, great to see you. You're good. I do want to say thank you for everybody for joining in tonight. Tonight is gonna be an incredible, informative, amazing conversation. Right? Oh, my apologies. The reason why I had to push back this live is because I went to go see Demon Slayer with my brother. And it took a little longer than expected. My night has been incredible, Kiki. Thank you for asking. I'm blessed. And I want to say I'm blessed with great people around me. I am blessed with people that support me. I am blessed for your eyes and your attention for any of the viewers, okay? I'm filled with gratitude, and I say that because the things that I've been achieving, the attention that I've been receiving and the support is something that I have been working for a long time. So it is hitting me a lot every day of everyone's support, and I just want to say that the more I go and the more you support, the more this keeps going on. It's always gonna be me, so keep going and shit. But your assistance and your support is very helpful. Okay, and I want to make that known in the beginning. I want you guys to know that, just in general, not even for me, but for just people in general, your support in whatever you do is a catalyst in people's bags. How's your day going, Kiki? You're so lucky to see the new Demon Slayer, dude. I love it so much. You're super bad at dating. I went too far. My GFX ignoring me for 4 days. Dark Warrior, the thing is that I can't really talk about your situation. You're not over 18, sir. But what I want you to do is that, right, and this would be general advice I would give to a young teenager, is to focus on yourself, sir. All right? But regardless, let's have this conversation. Intuitive, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for coming by. How are you feeling? Great to see you. Thank you for stopping by my live. I appreciate you. I enjoy your presence. Thank you. Thank you for everybody. And also, I love seeing that icon next to your name. I think that's really tight. Dark Warrior, I'm just saying you just need to focus on yourself, sir. Okay? I can't necessarily speak too much on your situation. You are under 18, sir. However, what I will say is that, listen to what I say. All right. That's what's up, Kiki. I fuck with that. That's fire. I like that. That's hard. Can't wait to hear the convos tonight. I appreciate you. Thank you for being very supportive. You know, that shit feels great. I'm not gonna lie, it does. If you are new, hit the like button and subscribe. Tonight we're gonna be talking about first dates. I had an individual that wanted to come along tonight and have a conversation with me in regards to a first date, and we're gonna be breaking it down. Okay. So whenever that individual comes, we'll talk about that. But just in general, one thing I do want to say, and shout out to my brother Katie. He said something to me, and I mentioned this last night. But he said something as far as, live on purpose, and that struck a lot of memories and emotions and purpose in me, right? But when I mean that, I just mean because like the only thing that is stopping you between opportunity or probably a lady, right, is saying hello. The only thing in between you and success, you and money, you and ladies, you and results, is saying hello. That is going to be extremely helpful for you in the future, because saying hi is basically distinguishing an icebreaker. Basically, I am breaking the ice between us, and I'm gonna say hello. But we're gonna be talking about first date tips tonight specifically. Now, the thing is that when we talk about your communication is the only way, yes, it is. As much as people would like to talk about body language and like what we're doing and talking about, the thing is that like being able to see a woman that you find attractive and then saying hello to her is an incredibly seductive and mature component to your character. The reason is because when you communicate, you are also saying that I'm willing to go after what I want. So even though that there is communication happening on a surface level, there is communication happening in the internal level. This is how things work, ladies and gentlemen. There is a communication level always occurring, right? Because, the shine within is shine without. So it's the same thing. The art of communication, yes. So communicating shows you who you are, and it shows her who you are too. The most attractive thing a man is confident in coming up to me, yes. Because, to peel that back further, Kiki, thank you for your comment. But it's why confidence is so attractive is because my action on the surface level is up to par with who I am in the internal world. I'm not faking a pickup line. I'm not faking my presence. I'm not trying to say something just so I can impress you, right? I'm doing this because I desire you in this interaction. There's the confidence comes internal regardless first, because I'm choosing to converse with you because I could potentially want you. Maybe I feel that with you. Maybe I'm thinking to myself, I want you. So when I communicate and say hello, it is communicating something deeper. And ladies and gentlemen, we're getting pretty deep in this conversation. Let me know if you are still here. Shout out to everybody being here. Thank you for being here. Tonight we're still doing a movie night, and we still have Come Sip with a Star, right? Love a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go get it himself. Yes, it's one of the most seductive things, Kiki, is to be a man who is able to be genuine. Because to go after what you want, right, is basically to say, to go after what you want is saying that I'm willing to look however I am with going after what I want. And that is a very seductive characteristic. And it's seductive. Why? Because the person is confiding in himself, right? So when we talk about first dates, right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. But when we talk about first dates, I'm gonna give some tips, okay? I have a lot of other things written down, but as of right now, I don't have nothing written down because I go on dates often, even without trying to date. I date. My when I have an interaction with a lady is we're already dating. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I already have that's us dating, and then we move forward. But first tips, you know, on dating is being able to communicate. That is first and foremost, right? Being able to be a communicative individual is a great tip to be on a first date. So the thing is that let's say you do want to, get in between her legs. You want to intertwine body parts, right? There's nothing wrong with that. The thing that gets wrong is letting that be your out of like kind of uncontrollable thing. Like you're only with her because you want to smash rather than just telling her you want to smash. But if you can communicate desire effectively, meaning I want you, right? And your smile is enticing, but I also want to know more about you. More than what you're showing, I want to get to know that part of you, right? But being able to communicate that is a superpower. So number one, right? I'm gonna give 3 to 5 tips. One of the first tips in dating, or like let's say the first date, be a great communicator. Communicate your desires, communicate your intentions, communicate what you are feeling with this lady, because there's nothing more honest and true and seductive than a man saying, I want something and I want you most importantly, right? Ladies, let me know if I'm wrong or right. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for being here. We're talking about the first tips in dating. Alright. I'm gonna be here until 10:30, which is about 45 minutes from now. I see so many men today that lack the confidence and prefer to have a friend do it for him or hide behind the screen. Exactly, Kiki. There's a lot of men, and I don't even like to call them men, but I'm doing it for the sake of the conversation. But there's a lot of men that do lack confidence, and a lot of men they want to feel validation from their friends in order to get with a lady. I think that is very weak. The reason why I think it's weak is because don't hide behind anything. See, I want you to see. See, the thing is that, and much love to Ebony, right? Because Ebony, she was a guest that I had the other night, like a week or two ago. Incredible guest. She said something that stuck with me because it's something that I've been saying for so long. But just that dating is more about you than it is about the other person. So if you're hiding behind things, think about what else you are hiding in your life to yourself. You know what I mean? Kiki mentions, I'm way more likely to have a hookup type of relationship with a man who doesn't hide that as yes. Here's the thing that, I often say, I'm like, yo, women want to actually have sex. Women want to, dibble and dabble as well. Just the way men want to. The thing is that, and this is tip number 2. Stop being desperate. Men are incredibly desperate for what's in between a woman's legs. The thing is, why be desperate for something that could potentially be yours already? Why be desperate for something that you can take your time with? Why be desperate for it? If you know it's already yours, right? That could just mean in life in general. You got dreams, you got success on your mind, you're achieving goals. It's already yours because you made something happen out of it. So with that being said, if you know that you guys are having great chemistry, why rush it? Number 1 is being a great communicator. right? You got to be a great communicator in this shit. You got to be able to communicate with her and communicate effectively to yourself. Number two is going to be stop being desperate and don't rush shit. Don't say you're looking for a relationship when what you want is to hook up. Exactly. Because why not just do that? Like where is the power? You know, and that's such a conversation in itself. What is the real power? Where is your real power? Right? What do you actually find power in? Is your power going into the other person, or are you actually doing what you want to do? This is where the magic happens, right? Because you gotta confide and you gotta talk, you gotta embrace and accept things that I think. No, excuse me. I know most men are afraid of seeing the success that they actually want. So, going back to it, the first tip of first dates is being communicative. Number two is going to be stop being desperate, okay? Stop caring about what's between her legs. Yeah, it sounds crazy. I get it. I get it though. Like, men would hear that be like, "What you mean? Stop caring about what's between the legs?" But I love that. Like, oh my god, pussy this, pussy that. Forgive my language, YouTube. Shout out to the CEO of YouTube. I appreciate you. But the thing is that because it's such a thing that you're seeking, like you're desperately wanting, you're not going to get it. Okay? And if you do, it might be out of pity. It might be out of why not? Why the fuck not? You don't want that. You want to be with a lady who desires you. Okay? So number three, for first date tips. Okay, and if you have any questions, put a Q in front of it and ask me anything that you would like for sure. You can ask me first tips on the first date, tips on what's going on next, whatever the case is. You are more than welcome to ask it. But regardless, going into number three, yeah, because we're talking about stop being desperate. Number three for a great tip for the first date is going to be, because we were talking about having patience in this shit. But the tip number three is going to be see her for who she is, not what you want to see her as. All right, I'm going to say that one more time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say this. See the lady for who she is and don't see her for what you want to see her as. So what I mean is that when you're able to see somebody for who they are, you're able to see them for their character. You can see their attitude. You can see why they do things, what they want to do things for. And you can be observant in that aspect. But it's important to be able to, you can see the beauty in a woman. Like, I'm not telling you that's not wrong. That's why you're talking to her, right? But that's why I love beautiful women. But still, even if the physical is beautiful, it's more than just a beautiful physique. It's a conversation, it's a character, it's a demeanor, it's an attitude. So see that as well as the way you see her body, the way you see her looks, the way you see her makeup, the way you see her dress, the way you see her heels. I'm getting images in my head and shit. But this is what is respectful. This is what creates a date, a first date at that. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, it's a first date. This is what makes it nice. This is what makes it good. Because when people stop having the expectation, and when people stop looking at the other person for what they want to see, they can skip all the BS. They can skip all the drama. You can actually see this person. Oh, I see you for you, and I like that. You may see a beauty in a woman, but you could, because you're so focused on the beauty, you don't necessarily see that there is still some raw characteristics of the lady. When I mean raw characteristics, I mean she has a great personality, right? She has some charm to herself. She's able to, continue a conversation. She flirts with you. She is transparent with you. She reciprocates your desire that you feel. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, let me know. Put some comments in the channel below. Put some comments. But number three is important, right? Again, see her for who she is, not for what you want to see her as. Most people are seeing somebody for a goal, a result, something they can brag about for. But where does the genuine, like, where does the actual connection fall in and live in? Nowhere. Because your intentions, your what you want in that first date is more so like a piece of validation. And you do that, you create, if you want, check me out, right? If you want a woman to be a piece of validation next to you, you're basically saying, I want a piece of validation from the world, but I'm also going to be creating a spiteful woman in the future. Man, gentlemen, listen to me when I say this, bro. This is real, okay? This just came to mind as well. But if you are getting with a lady that you want to show off and, you know, be a bit validating, you want guys to dap you up and shit, let me tell you, bro, you're going to create a spiteful woman in the future because you don't actually desire her. You don't want her. You're just doing it for the look. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense to you guys. Because that's exactly what that is about. That is why there's a lot of spiteful. That's why there's a lot of revenge. That's why there is a lot of failure in dating. Why? Because people are just getting with people for either a settlement, boredom, or to show it off. Where is the genuine connection? Which leads into the next one. Number 4 of the first date tips. Number 4 is gonna be connect. Connect with her. Don't try to. Shout out to I had a great call last night, and the lady was basically saying there's a lot of men who talk to her, and this is just in general in dating, right? Like, this is just how a lot of men are. But a lot of men are more, let's say, nervous than what they seem like. They rapid fire questions. They're a jackrabbit with how they're talking to a woman because they would rather have their words fill up the space because the space could be uncomfortable and awkward to them because they don't have anything or anything else to talk about. And the reason it's that way is because they are afraid of showing who they are to the lady. So number 4 is connect with her. Connect doesn't mean asking her where her job is. As saying, what do you do for a living? How do you make money? How is your family? How is your pets? Zuko, what is your favorite show? This doesn't mean that, bro. This means to connect. If there's if there's chemistry, the chemistry is, first of all, the chemistry is already there. Because if desire and attraction is there, that means chemistry is already there. It's already gonna happen. So all you do is just need to talk. Like, right? What did I say earlier? I said the only thing is stopping you from your opportunity or from being with the lady that you want, or whatever success that comes with it, is saying hello. It's saying, how are you doing? It's saying an initiation of conversation. That right there is the main thing stopping men 95% of the time. And it's 95% of the time because I want to let you know. I'm going to give you a secret. It is 95% of the time because a lot of men can't accept that they're afraid to talk to women. They're afraid to connect with women. The thing about connecting with women isn't about being like this lovey-dovey motherfucker. No. It just says that I have a desire to connect and I want to connect. I like to connect with you. And it's the tango that I talk about, ladies and gentlemen. The tango is the man is saying mentally. So it's a very mental thing. You can do it physically if you like to dance. But mentally, I am asking her, come dance with me. And she is connecting with the hand that I offer and saying, I want to be a part of what you're creating as well. I want to be a part of your invitation. I choose this. That is connection. Because connection has to be on both ends. Hold on. Shout out Mr. Lucario with the analogies, by the way. But how does the phone charge? You have to plug it up to an outlet, and then you have to put it within your phone. So because those two connect like that, it's the same thing within connection. I don't think I did justice with that. Fuck. But basically, what I'm saying is that number 4 on the best tips of dating for the first date is connect with her. See her for who she is, not for what you want to see her as. Most men see ass, titties. They see sex, but they don't see the woman. I was trying to go somewhere with it, intuitive. I was really trying. I was like, fuck, I can't do it. But regardless, though, a lot of men see sex when they see women. Now, here's the thing: there's nothing wrong with being, sexually attracted to a woman. The thing is just that why is sex itself such a factor in your life? Why is that so important to you? Why does that rule you? Because you can have better sex. You can have a better connection with women by connecting with them mentally. Because the sex is mental at first. It is very true. Sex is mental. The foreplay is already mental. The invitation is mental. That is how it always happens. You get it? You should make it live. We can all join for all ages. Yeah, Dark Warrior. If I do, it is definitely not going to be. It's not going to be about dating. I'll tell you that. You're onto something? Yeah. I'm on a little something. But that's exactly what it is, though. If just in general, you can't connect with a woman honestly and genuinely if you only want sex. Because why do you even put sex on the pedestal? You know what I mean? Like, why is sex on the pedestal? Or why is that such a deep thing to you? You gotta ask yourself these questions, man. It's beautiful. It helps. Be reflective. That's what the game requires. You want to learn game? You want to have game? Right? For the people who want to learn this shit, you have to be a person who's willing to be open to the game. You can't just think that you know yourself throughout a situation. Because even truly speaking in the sense that I want to learn more game is to say I want to learn more about myself. And you got to know that. You got to notice that. You got to understand that shit. Understand that. Right? Because again, number 4. This is number 4. I think it is number 4. Also, I want to say this. I wrote none of this down. This is just experience conversation, right? Things that I've learned in my first dates. Like when I have a first date with a lady, all right, great to see you. But when I have a first date with a lady, it's things that I was aware about. It's things that I knew about it. So again, number 4, see her for who she is, not for what you want to see her as. Number 1, be a great communicator, right? Number 2, I think I forgot low-key number 2, right? Because it's just off the fly, so forgive me. Forgive me for my memory. I apologize. This is all off the fly. Thank you for being here. If you are here tuned in right now, hit the like button and subscribe if you have not. But we're talking about the first date tips. Now I'm just gonna end it off with this next one because we're still gonna continue to have a conversation. But with the next one, what I will say is that one of the last and best tip into a first date is. Oh, I talked about not rushing. Oh yeah, because it was like slow down and don't rush the process. Oh yeah, I think that was like number 2 and number 3. But the last tip that I'm gonna give at this time is that you gotta flirt. It's flirt. Simple as fuck, right? But the last tip, ladies and gentlemen, for a first date, if you want it to be successful, flirt with her. It is nothing wrong with telling your desire, dog. It's nothing wrong with that. Because, and something you mentioned, Orion, that she's there with you already. Flirt with her. Don't be afraid to flirt. Have a conversation with her, man. Don't be afraid to tell her how sexy her smile looks. Don't be afraid to tell her you look good as fucking black. To be honest, I didn't anticipate how you seen in black, but seeing you in person with the black on, you're so fine. Flirt with her. Too many people in general, men, ladies, are scared on that first date. You know, the thing about first dates is that it's very scary, right? Is it not? Is it scary? Our first date's scary. The thing about first dates is that it's not scary, right? You're excited. You're a little bit nervous. You want to be impressionable. You want to impress her. Ladies, you want to impress him. The thing that comes in this shit, right, is it is okay to flirt with the other person you're dating, because what that shows is reinforcement. What that shows is transparency. What that shows is I want you the way you want me. What that shows is that I'm able to have a conversation with you. And although I feel some type of way, and although that I like you and I find you attractive, I'm able to talk to you and speak to you. She's out with you already, so she probably already likes you. Very true. Always impressed. If you're not flirting on a date, she'll wonder why you're even there. Exactly, right. And I'm very grateful that you said that, because I want that is the last, but it's also one of the best tips when it comes to a first date. Because didn't you guys get into a date to go further so you both can see if we're compatible? What is the chemistry level on? Do we both like to flirt with each other? See, here's the thing too. I think it's okay to have a bit nervousness, right? Now, I don't want you to be nervous, because there's nothing to be nervous about. But I will say this: I don't mind you being nervous, because if you like a lady, that's a good sign. The thing is that you have to be able to, and when I say this word, I'm not trying to be too wordy with it, right? But you have to be able to alchemize your nervousness to, I just actually like to be with you. You can, if you feel a type of way, right, being in the first date, and you feel some type of way with her, you can tell her, I like that we're here. Okay, I like that you're in my presence. You are great company. She may be like, "What do you mean I'm great company?" You just, you know how to laugh, you know how to talk, you know how to reinforce it. Because the thing is that flirting is so looked down on in a weird way. Flirting is not a bad thing. Flirting is a great thing, because if you're flirting, you're being genuine and confident that you like something. And there's nothing wrong with that. Ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing wrong with flirting. Why is it that people think that if you flirt, it is like a low tier superpower? Why do you think that there's a lot of men in the manosphere, red pill specifically, that they will think in their mind, if I flirt with her, or if I tell her I think she's sexy, I'm losing power. You're not. If you're restraining yourself from how you feel, you're saying that the thing that I like, the thing that I desire, has power over me. So I have to restrain myself. Because the things that you desire and the things that you want, the things that you like, already wants you, likes you, desires you, right? But just in general, what is that saying is that this thing has more power over me. So what you need to do is reflect on that. You need to reflect on, what are you actually desiring? What are you actually feeling? And why are you in it for the reasons that you are? Great to see you. Shout out to my brother Dave in the building. Listen, we're doing a movie Discord tonight. Okay? Dave, do me a favor and put the link in here. Just so we can get some shit, so people can join. Because we're doing a movie night tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be getting off in about 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes people are very guarded. They are intuitive. They are, And the thing is that if you're guarded, that's fine with me. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Poetic, great to see you. Great to see you. Pardon me before I was gonna expand on something, but I do want to say big shout out to Poetic. Poetic, you are an incredible individual, and I do want to say thank you for your support. Thank you for everyone who supports me. Everybody in the building. Araya, Intuitive, Poetic, Boxing, even Dark Warrior, or in the Silent Watchers, because you know I gotta always say that. I just want to say thank you, you know, because I know you guys are very supportive. You guys have your own lives, and you guys take the time to come listen and watch me or ask me questions, and I appreciate that very much, genuinely from the bottom of my heart. All right, yes, sub up to the channel and like the live. It would mean very much. I appreciate it. You know, of course, Poetic, of course. You know, and I appreciate that. But just as I was speaking, Intuitive was, um, people are very guarded. But the thing is, I don't mind people being guarded. I don't mind people feeling defensive, right? And the reason why I don't mind that is because people have a story, people have a background, people have a trauma, they have a past, and I'm fine with that. All right, but going forward is how are we going to continue our connection with everything that you learned or everything that you were taught, the way you survive. I don't want to connect with your struggles, right? I want to connect with you, meaning that not that I don't see if you are struggling or not. Not that I don't see you guarded. Not that I don't see you may be a little insecure. I want to connect with the core of you. I want to connect with who you are, not with what you learned. There could be a part where I can't connect with that, right? Because I see it. If I see when I see you, I see you for everything, right? Shout out Zora Mina. Love seeing that icon next to your name. Movie night's gonna be fire. Yes, it is. What's up, Mary? But the thing is that I don't want to connect with your traumas. I don't want to connect with your past because those are a time and place for somewhere else. I'm more in the business of seeing you for who you are, not for what you fought for, what you're fighting for so long. I want to get to know that person. But ladies and gentlemen, this is why flirting is important in dating. Are we just going out to see people to see if we could potentially connect? Or like are we going out there just because we feel like we should? Or are we genuinely wanting to connect? I want to connect with you. Alright? I'm the charger to your iPhone. I brought it back full circle, Intuitive. Seeing you for your face value at first. I want to see you. Yes, you're sexy. Yes, your smile is nice. You are charming. Your words are incredible. The way the dress fits you is sexy as hell. I like them heels on your feet. You know what I mean? I like the eye color in your eyes. I like the way you look at me. I like your compliments. But in all, I want to see you. I want to hear you. I want to connect with that person. Right, and the thing is that it sounds very deep. It could be a bit romantic. You know what I mean? But the thing is that it's not about trying to get deep. It's not about trying to be romantic. It is about being it's about being able to say, I want to see you for who you are and not what I could potentially fantasize. I wanna look at you with my eyes. I want to get to know you, right? So that's what I think about that. That's why you go on multiple dates so you can get to know them. Don't trauma dump. Trauma dump is a terrible, terrible thing to do. Please don't do that, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen specifically, ladies, if you do that, if a man is listening to me, and you know he's potentially a star or he wants to be an all-star in the future, if you trauma dump with him, he is most definitely going to remove you in his life. Okay. It's supposed to be a vibe, not really super serious. If you want to have fun, at least on a date, and not get married. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Nothing will make them. Yes. Yes. I agree. That's the All Star Discord tonight, 11 p.m. We're gonna be starting the movie. I am gonna be getting off in about 11 minutes. Okay. I was supposed to have some guests, but you know, sometimes things cancel out, and that's okay. That's okay. And if things cancel out, listen, I want to make this known. The show still goes on, and I'm deeply grateful for everyone who is here, and having a conversation and engaging. But yes, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't gotta be serious. Because the thing is too, like, it sounds deep and serious when I say I want to see you for who you are, not for what you show me. That sounds serious. That sounds like some serious, in depth, romantic shit. But truthfully, on the surface though of it all, let's get out. Let's swim back up to the ocean, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's get back on land. When we're talking about on a deeper level, like on a, excuse me, I apologize. On a surface level, basically what I'm saying is that don't be moved by how much you think she is sexy. Okay? Stop worrying about how sexy she is. Stop giving a fuck about it. Stop caring about her beauty. Now here's the thing. I don't mean that you can't think she's attractive. What I mean is that you're just saying, yo, your beauty is nice, but I also want to get to know you too. The beauty is just on the surface extension level, but I wanna hear your character. I wanna talk to you. This is why I always advocate. This is why number one, the best first date tip is being a great communicator. You must be able to communicate with the person that is in front of you. Communicate with your desires. Communicate with your attention. Because it all happens first. See, the way I'm talking about may sound a little advanced, sound deep as hell, but that's because it is. That's because who I am to me is going to show who I am with her. I am an unmovable factor in life in general. I do not change myself because I am in the presence of a sexy woman. I do not change who I am. I don't get scared or tired or nervous. I don't try to be create tactics because a woman is beautiful. I remain the same. I remain the same. Communication is important. Yes, it is. But I remain as me. As she is who she is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, please put a Q in front of it. I am going to be ending in 8 minutes. But I want to continue and speak a little further on what I'm saying is because I want people to know that you can flirt, you can have conversations, you can talk. You can be able to say what's on your mind. That doesn't make you a simp. That makes you an honest motherfucker. That makes you honest. Nothing is more sexier to women than an honest, authentic man. A person who is living their truth. An individual who is able to say, this is what I want. And if I want to hook up with you, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, it could be on the first night, right? You could say something like this. Listen, I really love our conversation. I like it a lot. But I want you. I want you tonight. I want to feel you. You could say that, and if she says yes, then yes, right? Because shit can happen way faster than you think. Because what you want wants you to. All right, let's always keep that in mind. But if you're not able to communicate, see, this is why communication is very important. But if you're not able to communicate your desires, you're not able to be intentional with what you want, you will not be able to have success when it comes to dating, when it comes to success, when it comes to business. You won't even be successful in being authentic. Because to be true to your desires, to be true to yourself, means to be true to it. True to you, true to your own truth. You're able to. And that's beautiful. I respect it more when a guy is honest than if he tries running his mouth lying. Very true. Exactly right. There's lots of women who don't want a relationship either. They just want to have. Yes, they do. And see, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this. It is nothing fucking wrong, gentlemen specifically. There's nothing wrong about women wanting to have fun. Stop giving a fuck, man. Stop caring about what women are doing. This is no. And I got all ladies. I probably got all ladies in the chat right now speaking. But when I say stop caring about what they're doing, stop giving so much of a fuck. Stop caring about like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. These women are doing this. These women are out here trying to smash. These women are out here doing this. There's like, you only. I'm telling you, any man who gets genuine desire, right? Because I was gonna say genuine pussy, but that sounds. That's funny. I'm just saying when a man has genuine desire, right? He gets. Women want him. Women desire him because they desire it, and it's like it's truthful, it's authentic, it's real. Any man that genuinely has a woman that wants him and they want each other, they're reciprocating it. They don't give a fuck about if women want to have fun. That's why you're having fun with me because I have fun. So why the hell would I judge a woman who wants to also have fun sexually? Why would I care about that? Why would I care about a woman who is having fun with me when I want to have fun so she feels the experience of fun with me because I am fun? What the what? What is this backwards ass shit? What is it in these men's mind? I care about how much women want to have sex. She's having sex with you because you want to have sex with her. And because the moment is nice. What the, where is the disconnect in all this? Can someone tell me? What's up? Hey, Janubi, don't worry about joining anymore. I'm going to get off in a couple of minutes. We'll reschedule it. I have a movie night tonight. I'm not going to be on that long. But next time, next time directly message me and let me know, okay? Thank you for being willingly being open to come onto the live and have a conversation. All right, let's reschedule it. I have something to do later. Need the Discord? The Discord is in the chat. Pardon me. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna pin it for you, okay? Tonight we're gonna have a movie night, okay? But this is the thing that that just doesn't understand. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I can understand you, but that doesn't mean I relate to you. Is that if a woman wants to fuck you on the first night, why the fuck are you judging women if they want to fuck in general in life? What the hell is that doing for you? You're not progressing or succeeding as a man if you give a fuck about that. Why care? Just say you're insecure. Say that you care too much because you're scared and you're insecure in yourself that what women do directly affects who I am to my core. That is why men are insecure about women want to have sex and have fun. If you're actually getting sex without manipulation, without persuading, you don't give a fuck about what the hell women are doing, man. And at all. You never will. So if you get upset because or excuse me, let me say this. If you think dating is toxic or modern dating is toxic because women want to have sex, you're a fool. You're a fool because you don't even know who you are and not even to your identity. You don't know who you are sexually. Women are not going to fuck men who don't know who they are, bro. You have to sexually know yourself. You got to embody sex. You got to embody your sexual presence. You got to embody how you feel sexually. How you want to fuck, but you doing things that's what? I don't understand these men out here, bro. So toxic, no honest anymore. So I'm sorry, what'd you say? Thank you, Intuitive. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Poetic. Appreciate you. People have trust. People do have trust issues, and if you want to overcome any trust issues, if you want to overcome trust issues when it comes to dating, see the person for who she is, not for how you want to see her. Ladies and gentlemen, the Discord link is right there. We're gonna watch a movie tonight. We're gonna do a movie breakdown. We're gonna get this game in. Remember, see her for who she is, not for what you want to see her as. And if you got a problem with women dating and hooking up, you got a problem with your sexuality, bro. And what I mean sexuality, I just mean who you are, bro. People are trying to control too much of an outcome in dating. It's not about them, it's about you. So what are you really doing? I appreciate you, Boxing. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a part of the movie night, the Discord is right there. Let's get some stars in the chat. I'm about to exit out and make a beautiful grace out of this exit. I believe my company left, so we're gonna be having a great night tonight. Okay, let's take this game into the Discord. We're gonna have some private We're gonna talk some game in that Discord. Dave, if you can, let SOG know. Let's make it known. Let's tell them. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be out of here. Let's kick this movie night off. It starts at 11 p.m. Eastern time. All right. Remember, that's the best first dates tips ever that you will hear. All right. To shine within, to shine without. Authenticity is the new sexy. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. All right. Meet me in the Discord. We out.